I know Scott's a very big proponent of both breathing and temperature management, particularly with floor exercises.
I just think it's really important that athletes not only look at the obvious things like caloric intake, for example, but energy management in general. Broderick mentioned, like after you've come off of an event and you've exerted yourself, there has to be some priority put back into place of recovering from that event, like rehydration or maybe even refueling with nutrition after the event, because 30 minutes, 60 minutes between the thing, that's enough time to, like, you'll see people huffing and puffing, just plopping down on a couch like we're sitting here with no regard to breathing, where they could actually be focusing on bringing that parasympathetic system back online and conserving more energy for the next event. And that will make the difference between those top level percentage wins.
Absolutely. Bringing heart rate down, bringing respiration down, oxygenation up, which, not something that I typically say out loud, but oftentimes helps with cognition and mental clarity. And the other thing, and it's something I've always been aware of and I've always utilized, but since working side by side with Scott, it's gotten more and more honed. But the more he programs that sort of, this is when you breathe, this is your target for heart rate, and this is, you lay on a cool surface to bring your core temperature down, it also then opens the window for, now the athlete is receptive and immobile. Now coaching becomes considerably easier because you have a captive audience. You're not sort of following this imbecile around like, oh, what a Gatorade, and they're wandering off into the fucking crowd.
That's a really good point.
They're laying. They're focused. They're not allowed to move. Their mind is on the task. So now you have a captive audience to then coach them up with, hey, your foot position. Hey, you're this position. Hey, think about that. Remember this. In training, this happened. So it makes a more organized environment, and each thing plays off the other.
When we have like high level athletes, we're trying to get them into that predatory mindset
100%.
For the event. I mean, that's that killer mindset, but they're not receptive to anything at that point. So things need to be done in such a way that it's automatic.
I would also add to that systematic. Bring them off the field, and then it's breathing, then it's body temperature, then it's information input, then if needed, mobility, flexibility, etc. It needs to be, and depending on the sport, would depend the strategic order of those things.
Definitely the sport for sure. Like bodybuilding, who cares? Like you go out there, you pose in your trunks, and you leave, you're done. But these performance-based sports, like strongman, tomorrow, for example, like what you do between events could make the difference between first and fourth,
third,
fifth.
100%.